Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to continue talking about a particular subject that I feel needs more elaboration, and I think the advice I'm about to give you is sound, but I don't know how sound. Okay? In a previous video talking about anime and dubbing, I covered official dubs, unofficial dubs, and abridges, and how you can pretty much only profit directly off an official dub. That's not entirely true to an extent. There are some ways of profiting off of an unofficial dub. Now, this is where it gets kind of tricky, and this is where I don't know how sound the advice is going to be, and how YouTube is going to accept this, and how other people in the industry will look at it. But there are some animes that are in the public domain that have not gotten dubbed for whatever reason. Animes that either the studios shut down, the people who own the rights didn't copyright it, or they didn't care to hold the rights, or they were never released officially until someone put it out there. For whatever reason, no one actually holds the rights to. And there are a few websites where you can actually look. If you Google public domain animes, there are a couple websites that actually have cataloged some of these public domain animes that have never been dubbed in English. You could, if I understand this correctly, dub those animes in English and put them on YouTube and monetize them. That would be a way of an unofficial dub actually being profitable directly off the material itself. Now again, you have to be careful and make sure that it actually is in the public domain, and you still have to do a good job, okay? The only way that this is ever going to be worth anything to you is if you do a good job. And you got to really, sell it. Now, some of these animes, in fact, a lot of these animes, are probably not going to be ones that a lot of people know. They're not going to be super popular. So you're really going to have to do the marketing and the pitching and the selling of them yourself. They're not they're not intellectual property that is already out there that everybody loves. If they don't have an English dub, then there's a good chance that most people don't know anything about them, which is why they weren't successful, which is why they're probably in public domain, all this kind of stuff. So it's not like you're just going to be able to put that out there and its name and popularity is going to get noticed. You're going to have to do a lot of work. There's going to be extra work for you to do in order to make it profitable. Also, you have to make sure that the sound effects and the music that you put in there are also copyright-free, royalty-free in the public domain. You have to also make sure that everything that you use, you have the rights to, can get the rights to, that there are no rights held, or is original. You have to make sure that you do that. Because even though you can technically use the footage and you can dub over the footage, does not mean that everything else is going to be fine. So you have to do extra work. You have to do a little bit extra work. The reason that if you do an unofficial dub that, or an abridge where you technically can't profit off of it, you can use, music or sound effects that pre-existing, that you don't own the rights to, is because you're not profiting off any of it, so who cares? Since you're not profiting off any of it, it doesn't matter how many companies are looking at you going, you can't, no. It doesn't matter, because you're not getting anything for it. So, you can use a little bit of, copyright music and stuff like that. You do, however, want to make sure that, even if you're doing that, you do want to make sure that it's not the kind of music or material that is going to get flagged and pulled, because there are some companies that will get incredibly anal about shit. And they will pull your footage, even if it's 10 seconds or less. You just got to do your due diligence. You just got to do your research. But going back to the original topic, there are some animes and there are some cartoons, there are some TV shows, there are some stuff that is in public domain. And you could dub those. And it's unofficial. And you can profit off of it. That's why you see a lot of these kinds of things, these kinds of old, really, really shitty, from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s kind of cartoons that are in like big DVD bundles that are just in that bin in Walmart or wherever. You know, that's why they have like those huge DVDs. It's in public domain. You know, you can't, you know, we can print a bunch of these and just shuck them out. You can too. What I would encourage, though, if you are going to try to do something like this, number one, get the highest quality footage that you can get. Number two, make sure that all of your music is royalty-free. Number three, everything else has to be original. Everything. All the voiceover, all the sound effects, you gotta make sure it's your own. You gotta do a really, really good job. Really, really good job. You gotta, if you're trying to use this as a launch platform for a future career or to get noticed or to get respected, you gotta do a good job. Make sure it's good. So if you're still recording in your bedroom and there's no treatment on the wall, probably wait until you have a proper studio. Also, make sure that you know editing audio and video really, really well. So do a lot of research and be prepared for all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a lot of responsibility. Don't just copy and paste. Don't just shuck stuff in. You want to make sure that all the layers are there, all the other voiceover is really, really good, mix and match and all this kind of stuff. It's a lot of work, but you can do it. So there you go. I don't know how long this video is. Hopefully it's a short one, but I just wanted to cover that because after I talked about that subject and how you couldn't profit off of it, technically there is. Again, I don't know how sound this advice is. None of this is legal advice. These are just kind of ideas, things that you could personally look into to see if it could be something that you would want to do. I personally am doing something kind of like this, a long-time project that I've been working on for a long time, and I gotta get finished. But anyway, that's gonna be it. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Totally fine. Subscribe if you're new. Bell for notifications. And leave down in the comment section below like to see me cover any other topic. Cover any other topic. Ask questions, whatever. Also, my email is down in the description. If you want to contact me personally, totally fine. And yeah, it's going to be it. And until next time, peace.